Guys, fire starting skills are basic for survival. That is one thing that you really need to have a good handle on, is how to start fires and how to keep a fire going. But starting the fire is usually the most difficult. There was an ad that actually popped up on one of my videos for the fire stick, and it's on combatwild.com. In fact, they have a little bundle pack. We'll take a look at this. This is pretty cool. But this is supposed to be waterproof. It's supposed to be non-toxic. It's made in the USA. You know, it's just something different. And the shelf life is 100+ years. Now, we probably won't be able to test that out, but we're gonna check this out, just see what it's about. I love having redundancy for my fire kits, and I just wanted to see what this was all about. Now I want to show you guys what you get. You can just order the fire stick, and this is the Get Lit fire stick. We'll check it out. Waterproof, fire starting tinder. Does have a warning on here. This product is highly flammable. Don't light indoors or let kids play with it. Don't burn your freaking house down. And don't eat it. Hey, you know, you got to put these things on here. That means somebody's tried it. But then they have the small little pyro bundle. Comes in this pouch. Comes with a patch. Also comes with some red hots. So we'll check those out as well. Open it up. It's just a, you know, fairly inexpensive little pouch, but I think it's a great way to be able to store your stuff. I like fire kits. I like to have, you know, all my fire stuff together, and that's one of the things that appealed to me about this little set. Comes with 2 fire sticks plus 1 practice fire stick, and then you get a small little ferro rod, very similar to the Nano Striker from Exotac, but it's got your ferro rod, and then your striker is right here. And then it comes with a kind of a cloth little lanyard that you attach. It also comes with extra O-rings, a couple of things. So, you know, that's a pretty neat little striker. It's aluminum. And then, of course, here's the instructions for the striker. A neat little kit, and there's a lot more that you can put in here, which I like redundancy with my fire kit. So if I were to use this, I would put a lighter and some other things in here. And the back of this material is some kind of plastic material, or pleather, what I like to call it. And this is going to help to keep moisture and water out of this. So not a bad little pouch. And you do have MOLLE attachments on the back with a little grab handle. And this kit runs $55. They say it's waterproof, so it gave me a good excuse to come down to our creek and check it out and see how it does. Now it says all you need to do is to cut a piece off. So we're just going to cut a small piece. I don't want to damage my blade on this rock. We're going to pull it from the plastic wrap and then take it and just rough it up. Now they take it and just rub it in their hands. I think we've got it good enough. Well, it took me a few times to be able to get this to catch. But once it does, it really catches well. All right, we're gonna move it away from the waterfall. I tried it with that, and the waterfall actually came over it and put it out. There we go. Takes a little bit of time to strike, actually, to light. Well, there it goes. It's staying lit. I might need to go catch that and put it out. It's continuing to burn even into that bank. Let's hope it doesn't catch the tree on fire. Okay guys, it's staying lit pretty good. I better get over there and put that out. This water's still, so we can kind of see how it's going to do. All right, there we go. To be honest with you, this takes a while. I think with a lighter would be a much better option. Seems like it just doesn't catch the right spot. And let's see how it does on the water, in the still water. Still burning? Still burning. We're definitely floating in the water. Okay, we're going to test it a couple other ways. I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece off here. We've got a lighter, we've got a Bic lighter, and we've got some matches. So we're going to just see how this does. Pull this off the plastic. You can see this is almost like wax impregnated rope or something. I mean, it has a little bit of a waxy feel to it, and then it's got these fibers that kind of come together, but they do pull apart really easily. I'll give it a little bit of a, break some of this up. It's not messy, it's, you know, it's pretty clean. It's one thing that I like about it more than Vaseline cotton balls, but Vaseline cotton balls light a lot faster with a ferro rod anyway. So we've tried it with the ferro rod, let's try it with a Bic lighter. Okay, so it lights right away. I mean, that was pretty easy. Got the wind up right now, so we're getting a lot of flame. But that's a pretty good flame. And if you think about this, you put that in the water and it continues to burn. Even if it gets wet, you're still going to be able to light a fire. And that's one of the toughest ways to light a fire. I went ahead and dropped it down into our little rocket stove, and it's got a pretty good flame to it. I mean, it just keeps burning, so it burns for a long time. A little disappointed with the ferro rod not working as quickly, but with the Bic lighter it worked right away. Now you can use as little or as much as you want, and then you have extra. We still have the remains of the Bic lighter burning down in that hole. Let's try our match. Yeah, see, it lights right away. Very easy to light. And this is a really small piece here, and you can see how much fire it's putting out. Once you rough it up, it really breaks it down to just really tiny strings. This time we're going to try our Exotac Nano Striker, but we're going to see if this does any better. So we're going to get that black oxide off first, or oxidization. Okay, let's try it. Okay, we got a flame going really quickly. 2 strikes and we had it. I don't think I'm a big fan of the striker that came with it. I really like the Exotac a little bit better, and it's actually kind of a close copy. But man, I had to strike down at the creek. I had to strike it sometimes, I mean a number of times, to get it to finally light. So I'm glad to see that. I think the material's good. I don't know about this striker. And this is from the match, it's still burning, and then of course with the striker here. And these were very small pieces. And after all that, I still have close to half left over. We've tested this a number of times with different ways to light it. With the striker that came in the bundle, I wasn't so impressed. It could have been because we were right there at the creek. It's been raining for the past few days, so there's a lot of humidity. But once I brought this up and took a lighter to it, it immediately went up, took a match to it, then took the Exotac Nano Striker, and it struck after the second time. So maybe I had this flaked out a lot more. I mean, I think it looks like it has those small, tiny little strings, and that really caught well. I think one big thing is to make sure that you get it pressed enough to where you break up the rope itself, because you can see it looks kind of like a rope the way it's made. But you can cut off little small pieces and then continue to use this. And according to Combat Wild, this has a 100+ year shelf life, and so we'll, you know, I guess we'll have to see about that. Maybe my grandkids will check that out. But I think it's going to be a good option. It's a great little fire tender, And you know, I'm always looking for really solid options for fire because fire is so important. So check out Combat Wild. I would highly recommend the small little stick. Not necessarily the striker, but I don't want to give it too hard of a time again because we were down in very humid, wet conditions. But the Nano Striker seemed to catch it really quickly. So I think it's really good to go, and it's waterproof, made in the USA. And again, we don't have any kind of affiliate connection with these guys. I just saw it online and ordered it. Guys, when it comes to prepping and survival, there's a lot of different information out on the web, and it takes a lot to try to find and source what's credible and what's not. One of the best sources that I know is Survival Dispatch Insider. They use some of the top names in the survival community. We upload one video that is exclusive to the Insider every week, and we're just glad to be a part. I'm going to have a link down below in the description. I think it's well worth checking out. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. It's the Get Lick first. Get Lick. You want to get lick? I don't think you want to lick this. Get Lit Fire Starter, Fire Stick. Get Lit Fire Stick. Okay. Fire Stick by Get Lit, or, okay. And this should help to keep this from soaking through. Whoops.